devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand. Call
Yo, it is week 1 of fantasy football, and we are here to answer your fantasy football questions. I sound like I died sometime last week, so I apologize. I had a lot of things to cheer for yesterday because Clemson sucked, Florida got beat, and Florida State scored 2 million points. So, it's a good day for me. Good day to be alive. He is David Smith. I am Jeremy Greene, and it is time to talk about fantasy football.
We love fantasy football. It's fantasy football day.
It is. It is. And I love one of your players today. I think my favorite play of the day is one of your guys today.
I'm curious to see which one it is. We got a lot to cover, a lot to get into. I know we had a pretty great. Hey, how was your football Friday? First, I know we had a great football Saturday, but you feeling good? Football Friday, you had a nice W with the Chargers.
I did have a W with the Chargers. I had several dubs in the college slate yesterday. Thank you, Oklahoma, for. I'm glad you won, or I would have been under a bridge today.
It's Fat Check Day. And it was Fat Check Day in college football.
Hell yeah. Kansas State, maybe you should find better people to cut checks to, as opposed to somebody that comes in and runs the ball down your throat.
Yeah, all day, every day. Plenty to get to. Make sure you get your questions in the chat. I got my put the Buccaneers jersey hanging up beside me here for old Tankerton. Hope he's recovering well.
He's doing well. I talked to him after we did the show Friday, and he was in good spirits. Little pissed off at people speaking for him, but that was to be expected.
We love that. We love that. Don't forget to get your super chats in. That brings your questions to the top. We will be answering them as we go. I was telling Jeremy, I got my coffee, I got my water. Jeremy's hungover as hell. It feels like a football Sunday. I traditional fantasy football Sunday of our people.
I had an amount on Oklahoma last night that would make most people piss in their pants. Because I don't think I've ever been as confident of that. Might be the most confident wager I've ever laid. You got a freshman coming in to Boomer Sooner, and they actually think they're good. Now, what I saw yesterday, they're fine. But against that schedule, good freaking luck.
Good luck. We've had a few inactives already announced. There's one, obviously, my favorite game of the week, Buccaneers and Falcons. Already had 3 guys listed out for the Bucks, including Chris Godwin, which is it's not great for some people, but I'll tell you who it is great for, Mike Evans.
Well, and we knew that. We knew he wasn't going to play. I'll be honest with you, Emeka Egbuka is one of my favorite players of the day.
Love Egbuka today.
I mean, if you don't have him in DraftKings, you did it wrong.
It's just so you know, the Baker Mayfield Egbuka stack is fat. It's 4,600 and 6,600 for that stack.
I don't know that I want the Baker side of that though.
I want the Baker side strictly because I think he's going to throw for 300 yards and 2 tutties.
If he does, Emeka Egbuka had the game of his life. Because I don't really like Mike Evans all that much today.
I still like Mike Evans. Mike Evans will get. He's not going to get the volume. He'll get the yards. I think he might get a tutty. I feel fairly confident in that. I think they're trying to get him back to the 1,000 yards again.
Does it bother you that he's going to get followed around by A.J. Terrell?
Does it bother me? No, because Mike Evans is still a dog. 4 catches, 80 yards, touchdown. I'd take that.
And I think that's a real. The only thing is that everybody's price is brought down. So week 1, and this is probably a good way for us to start today. Week 1 of DFS, you got to understand everybody is cheaper than they should be. There is not one single person that they bunch all this shit up and then they disperse it. So the guy that goes off, you better have. And I think there are guys that go off considerably better than Mike Evans today.
I don't disagree with you. You need to hit your cheaps. That's what you need to hit.
And to me, one of your cheaps is no doubt Emeka Egbuka. I like Matthew Golden.
Free space on the board.
I like Matthew Golden a lot today. And that's weird for me because I don't tend to like to play rookies early.
I am the Matthew Golden hype man. I own more shares of Matthew Golden than I care to know. In the Yahoo League that we're both in, that I surprised everybody in with a Royal Rumble style entrance.
Who did you take over, by the way? I couldn't figure out which team you would.
No idea.
I'll have to go back and look.
It was the whoever was picking 10th. They had a solid team, but I dropped off a couple of guys. I mean, there were some really good players on the team. I had to let some good guys go. That's how it is. But I have gotten offers for. I had Ladd McConkey and a 1 for Matthew Golden and a 3, and I turned it down because I believe in him.
God, I couldn't have turned that down.
I turned it down. I would have. The only one I would have sold for is Brock Bowers.
God, I probably would have given you an over-the-pants handy for a 1 in next year's class and Ladd McConkey. Ian.
Yeah, we're still talking. We're still talking because I may end up selling on it, but I really like Golden today.
You're super staticky on something. I don't know what that was, but I didn't hear a word you just said.
Better?
Yep.
It's probably my beard, to be honest with you. This thing is growing crazy.
I do find it funny that yours is growing as I cut mine down.
Yeah, I gotta go see my barber, but that shit's expensive, and I had to replace the brakes on my car, and I ain't got the time for that. I'm weird, gross.
Dude, I'm the world's worst. My barber is literally. I can almost see my barbershop out the window of my house right now.
Love that.
And I still don't get there more than once a month. And see, I have to be careful because I got burned as a kid. So there's a spot right here that has to be dealt with very delicately.
Yeah.
It's not great. It's not great. That's one of the reasons we keep the beard really long, because it gives a little bit more play.
I need to get there, but it's not a today problem. Today's problem is, do you have any shares of Jets Steelers as postulated from Notorious B.I.G.? It can be in my $1 million words.
I'm not going to say I don't have a lot of shares of that game because I think it's going to be insanely gross. If you had to play one player from Jets Steelers, who is it?
I'd probably play Breece Hall.
He's up there pretty high. I don't hate Justin Fields today. I really don't, and maybe I'm overvaluing him, but at 5,400 on DraftKings, I do think there's a possibility that he looks at Pittsburgh and goes, there's a day to have a day. Today is that day. And I can see him running down their throats because I'm not as scared of Pittsburgh's defense. Maybe as I should be. I mean, look, I am a Jets fan. I think the Jets are going to win this game. I have said that all week long. Maybe they're pulling the rug out from underneath me again. I know what they're getting in Aaron Rodgers, and it is a completely immobile quarterback who is going to have his number one lined up with Sauce Gardner, which I do not love. I don't really like any of the other pass catchers on that team.
Well, there aren't any real pass catchers on that team.
There's one. There's one, and he's the one I like, and it's Roman Wilson. I see a path that he didn't do much last year. He didn't play a ton last year. He's going to play a ton today.
3,000 whole dollars.
God, did he play at all last year?
No.
God, he sat out the whole year. So basically, he's a rookie all over again. And he's cheap. Yeah. God almighty, he's cheap.
He is all sorts of cheap.
The thing
I'm gonna have to fire that in there.
The thing that I like about Roman Wilson is that I believe he's going to play on the outside, which means he probably gets a lot of Brandon Stevens.
He doesn't have to do a lot to 3X.
No, not at all. He needs, 5 catches for 40 yards? 4 catches for 50 yards? 1 catch for 10 yards and a touchdown. We can do this for a while.
Yeah, it's not much. So, that's a filthy play. I'm going to be honest with you. That's a filthy play. That's the kind of play that wins you a millionaire, though.
I agree. I think that's the kind of play that you look at and go, nobody's thinking about him. Nobody's thinking about him.
Well, his fantasy points per game is 0.0, and he's going against as DraftKings thinks about it, a 4th-ranked defense.
Look, that Jet defense is good.
Sure
that Jet defense is good. I don't want anything to do with any of the running backs in Pittsburgh. I am not touching Aaron Rodgers. If I'm playing anything out of that game, it's Justin Fields. Probably with Garrett Wilson.
I don't mind Roman Wilson. I'll toss it in a line.
Chiefs Nation UK said it's 3:12 in the UK. How the hell do you watch football? So it's 3:12 now, which means at kickoff it's going to be, math's hard, 6 p.m., which means the late games kick at 9.
Yeah.
I had never thought of that.
Sunday Night Football is over midnight.
Sunday Night Football's at night time.
Sunday Night Football is actually Monday morning football.
Damn, I'd never thought of that.
Yeah. Piss the hell off Browns fans says stay away from Cincy Cleveland. Don't have to tell me twice.
Is there anything you like in that game? There is one guy that I like.
No, I've thought about it. I thought about the Jerome Ford thing or Quinshon Judkins if he's playing.
Judkins is not playing. Can confirm he is inactive today. If he had signed 2 weeks ago,
listed as out. Yeah.
If he had signed 2 weeks ago, I would be on Quinshon Judkins like a cheap suit. The problem is Jerome Ford has fucked me so many times that even against that god-awful Cincinnati defense, I cannot find a way that I hit that button.
It's risky.
Jerome Ford scores points when you don't expect him to. Great matchups, he's a turd. And then you wind up getting carries from one of these other dipshits that the Cleveland Browns have. Like, I'm just, as somebody that has, and look, I have Jerome Ford in a lot of leagues, and I am having to roll him today, which is a really good indication that he is probably going to blow dead bears.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's Daryl Sampson season.
Dylan Sampson.
Yeah,
although I do like the idea of calling him Daryl because he's the blue collar running back of the Cleveland Browns.
Let's do it.
We don't do any of that Dylan shit around here. You are a Cleveland Brown. You will now go by Daryl.
Dylan drinks rock stars and punches holes in drywall.
No doubt.
Runs the ball hard.
For sure. I actually don't mind Dylan Sampson today because I think he's going to get more tote than anybody thinks.
Jerome Ford suffers from what I like to call in fantasy a name. People know the name and they go, "Yep, that guy, he's gotten points before," and they don't remember why they know the name or where they know the name from. And they always go, "Well, I'm going to pick him up, or I'm going to draft him, or I'm going to start him in DFS." And then he does nothing. And you're like, why did I do that again? And then you remember, yeah, that's what he did to me last time. He's fine at football, like real-time football, he's fine. But, like, I don't know if I would trust him in fantasy.
We have our first.
Not in a millionaire.
Oh, I got to get. So hold on just a second. I got to get the buttons back up.
Get a button.
If you're wondering why I don't have our usual collection of buttons, it's because they live on Tank's computer, and I don't know how to get into that. And yes, before anybody asks, I tried every stupid combination you could think of. Oh, I like that one a lot. It's a little Super Mario. I want a better one than that, though. I also need one that's not going to blow people's eardrums out.
Another one.
All right, we got our first one from Stoned Sports Podcast that said, that time of year again, need a touchdown parlay. Have one going with Henderson, Evans, Scary Terry, Marv, and Chuba Hubbard. I like that one a lot.
I stopped trying to add more legs to parlays.
Poodle rule.
Yes.
Never forget the poodle rule.
Yeah. You got to go. It's four or nothing.
4 or fewer. Look, three-legged dog.
You can go fewer.
A three-legged dog can still hunt. Two-legged dog, depending on which 2 legs it is, he can still walk.
You got wheels. They got wheels.
5-legged dog, that's a fucked up dog.
That's a fucked up dog.
Let's see. Anytime touchdown score. Let's see if I can find one here that I like. Touchdown scores.
James Conner.
I like James Conner a lot.
Kyler Murray listed as feeling a little upset tum-tum. Little sicky boy. Probably stayed up too late playing COD, or I don't know, ate some bad ramen, but listed as still playing, but just not feeling great. Just makes me like Connor more today. He won't be listed on the injury report, but I like that.
I like the one I'm building here a lot, solely because it pays a gajillion dollars.
Stone says that DraftKings gave him a ghost leg, so he only needs 4 to hit on that. So
let's go.
Yeah, take that. That's for sure.
All right, I've got one. T. Higgins, Brian Thomas Jr., Justin Fields, Emeka Ibuka. That pays on $10, $652.65. Holy shit! And that's without a profit boost, and you can get those just by opening the app today. Make sure you go to the DraftKings Sportsbook. Use our code WPEK, and they give you all kinds of things.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and you can watch Sunday Ticket because they give you $200 off of NFL Sunday Ticket with YouTube TV.
I love that.
I love that parlay so much. I'm throwing that in right now. Yes, recheck my location. It ain't changed. It ain't changed since I was doing this morning.
I was up this morning and it was the same thing.
Let's see.
Where are you? It's about 3 feet left.
Yep, same place I was the last time you asked me that shit. And we have another super chat.
Another one.
It's from Sir Timothy. It said Brendan Bett is trying to get drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles with first round pick. He's at me yesterday. I'm assuming that's Florida Gator. Sir Timothy, it's not been a good week for you, bro. Between your Florida Gators and your Dallas Cowboys, I feel for you. Falafel Jerry Jones. I'll ask fantasy questions and fantasy football questions too. We appreciate you, Sir Timothy. Also appreciate him coming down to Bear Smokehouse Barbecue and enjoying Thursday Night Football with us. This week, got Monday Night Football, Village Porch, 51 North Merriman Avenue, and Bear Smokehouse for Thursday Night Football, 135 Cox Avenue and now Thursday is with Tank, not me.
I love that there's a place that sells balls on Cox Avenue.
Funny story, I got married on Cox Avenue. The venue that Amy and I got married at is on the corner of Cox Avenue. I can see it from Bears.
Street planners probably should have had Cox and Balls Avenue meet. Because then you could have set them on the corner of Cox and Balls.
Bingo. I will also say, if you weird, funny shit happens to me when I start drinking. I met the two of the chairs of the NC State backer club, the actual with the school, the one that divvies out NIL, sitting at a bar last night. So great chance you see Jeremy back at NC State at some point this year. Because he asked me who I was because people kept coming up to me. And I'll just be honest with you, I was at the Village Porch, which in that place, you would think I was Pat McAfee. Because people just come up to me the entire time I'm there. Guy asked me who I am because we'd been talking ball a little bit. He said, you got to be somebody that works in sports because you look like somebody that works in sports and you sound like somebody that works in sports. And I said, yeah, I'm the ESPN guy here, blah, 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 blah. He said, yeah, give me your phone number. Okay. I'm going to put you in contact with some people, and we're going to get you back to NC State with some good access. I went, sweet. Know a couple people, Patrick Holt, that would really enjoy that.
Having witnessed Jeremy in his natural habitat, a.k.a. the bar, I can fully attest to the tomfoolery that happens. This happened at the draft where we were just hanging out, and then everybody that was doing their coverage stopped their coverage to come around to our coverage because it was far more entertaining and just holding court. It was one of the most impressive things to see. And that's how you end up with former Jet tight ends phone numbers. In your Rolodex.
I've actually talked to him a lot this offseason.
That's how we end up hosting Commanders podcasts at our Airbnb.
Hey,
this shit just kind of happens. We got some questions piling up. Let's go through them today.
While you're finding
an anytime touchdown.
While you're finding the question, I met with some TV executives here on Friday. That was one of the reasons that I didn't try to do a show by myself because I already had a meeting scheduled for that morning. That gave me a little bit more time to breathe. And I was trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit, which is what Friday. By the way, thank you for that, for being the actual chicken in that chicken salad, because I was nothing but chicken droppings. I met with some TV executives Friday, and one of them looked at me after about 30 minutes and said, you know, your life sounds like a movie, right? And I said, you're not the first person to say that. However, you are the first person that could make it a movie that's ever said that to me. And she smiled. She smiled and slid her card across the table. And I went, here we go. Wrote a song about it. Like to hear it go.
Let's roll.
All right. Get to fantasy football questions.
Jesus, he got Game Shufflesworth, which is
it's a great YouTube name.
Fucking name.
It's a great movie, too.
Harold Fannin, anytime touchdown, with Njoku probably helping Jones with Hendrickson.
I love that so much today. I love Harold Fannin so much. So every person I've talked to with any affiliation with the Cleveland Browns this week has said the same name, and it's Harold Fannin. So, look, this could be one of those phantom hype trains where he doesn't pan out. Nothing comes of it here in week 1. I'm throwing some darts at it. And if you go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, let's see what the let's see what the odds.
$3,100.
He's $3,100 on DraftKings.
Yes.
Let's see what he is to score a tutty, shall we? LMNO Bengals Browns. Right there. Oh my God. He is plus 425 to score at any time. And if you're bold enough to go
that to the bank.
If you're bold enough to go 2 Harold Fannin touchdowns, that's plus 4,000. That, boys and girls, is what we call a shot in the dark.
I love that.
And I like it a lot.
Two
tutties probably asking a little much. But plus 425 as one leg of a 4-leg anytime touchdown parlay, I'm in.
He also asked Travis Hunter or Garrett Wilson, who should I start with my flex?
Garrett Wilson. And to me, it's not really all that close. I don't know what Travis Hunter's going to do today. I know they keep saying that he's going to be a full-time wide receiver and a situational corner. I don't think that's going to go the way they want it
to. No, I don't think so either. And I think Travis Hunter is a remarkably good football player.
As do I.
I just don't know if there's fantasy value there right now. It's like, is he playing mostly on defense? Is he playing mostly on offense? How does that share look? It really makes it a tough call. So I agree with you.
I don't like anything with Jacksonville today.
No,
I really don't.
Hunter Henry or Tyler Warren, I have May starting.
God, if you hadn't said that last part, that would have been real easy, and then you made it much more difficult. I like them both. I will be 100% honest here. I am playing Hunter Henry in several of my DraftKings lineups as my starting tight end.
I don't hate that.
I've done the trip stack with Diggs, Henry, and May. May is my favorite quarterback of this week.
5,500 on DraftKings.
I started lineups with Drake May.
Yep.
And look, you're the Patriot fan. You tell me if I'm wrong there, because I don't think I am.
You're not.
Everybody's going to lose their shit about Travion Henderson today. And look, I like Travion. Don't get me wrong. I like Drake a lot.
Drake May at 5,500, and you compare him with the number one target, Stephon Diggs, for 5,300, and then his safety valve, Hunter Henry, and you still have enough money to buy literally anybody.
Anybody you want.
Literally anybody.
Oh, Sir Jimothy's super chat was a Florida player spit on a USF player and got booted. I did not see that.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying any attention to South Florida until I was. And then I was so locked in.
Yeah, I'm big fan of that. So we're going Hunter Henry?
I'm going to go Hunter Henry, but I don't think you can go wrong either way. I will also say this. I do not hate the idea of doing dub tight ends today. In a day where you can get so much. I don't mind doing Henry and Warren.
Yeah.
In a day that you can get so much value with high-end guys because they're so fucking cheap. And look, Jahmyr Gibbs is going up against a Green Bay Packer defense with no Kenny Clark and a situational pass rusher, Micah Parsons. I don't know if you're in the same boat as me. Jahmyr Gibbs, at this point, I am trying to force into every lineup I have.
You don't have to force him, though. That's the thing.
No, you don't. What is he, 71?
Yeah.
I love
you do not have to force Jahmyr Gibbs.
I love 271. Or no, Jahmyr Gibbs 7,700. I love 2 $7,000 running backs. I want to see if you agree with me. I've obviously already told you Jahmyr Gibbs is one of them.
Mm-hmm. I do love Jahmyr Gibbs. Who's your other 7? Is it Genty or is it Bucky Irving?
It's Buki.
Yeah, I don't.
I like Buki a lot.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
With no Chris Godwin, a rookie playing in Godwin's role. That's why I gristled so much when you said Baker Mayfield. I love a lot of Tampa Bay. He's the one part I don't. And it's not that I dislike him. I just think there's a possibility where Tampa Bay scores 28 points, 2 of them are to Bucky. Baker throws for 280 with an interception, trying to force one to Mike Evans. And at the end of the day, is that going to be good enough to win me a GPP? And I don't think it is.
I agree with that. I still think he has a solid day. I'm excited to see it. We'll see it. Vincent Collier, Calvin Ridley, Stephon Diggs, Matthew Golden, half-point PPR. Pick one for today.
Golden.
Yeah, I think he gets a lot of volume.
Golden, but it's close. Calvin Ridley, I'm sitting every damn where. The one he's close to is Diggs. And the only thing that scares me with Diggs is the running upside of May, the running upside of Travion Henderson, how just I don't know how much people remember this. When Mike Vrabel was in Tennessee, you would get some funky-ass touchdown scores. Mm-hmm. So you would get the 5th receiver scores a touchdown. The number 1 guy gets 11 targets and had 5 catches for 60 yards. And look, I love Diggs today. But if we're talking half-point PPR, which is where I think Diggs' value is. If it was full point, I would have gone Diggs. Golden in a half-point PPR, I think Golden has higher upside. I also really like the fact that the weather in Green Bay is going to be better than we're used to. And that gives us a chance to really see one of those big shot plays to Matthew Golden that we may or may not see over the course of the year.
Big fan of that. Travis Hunter or Travion Henderson in the flex for Chiefs Nation UK?
Travion.
Yeah.
I think it's by a lot.
I also agree.
There's a possibility that no one is talking about that Carolina, I'm not going to say necessarily that they play sides. There is a possibility that J.C. Horn does not follow Brian Thomas around, and he gets a lot of Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Because if I'm Jacksonville and I have the opportunity to get Brian Thomas on any corner for the Carolina Panthers that is not J.C. Horn, doing it. Doing it and doing it as often as I can.
Bill Workman says that Dylan's middle name is Jacob, and Jacob Sampson sounds like a Browns running back.
For sure it does. For sure it does.
Fins fan with another tight end whisperer question for you. The cheap play on DFS, is Mason Taylor worth it? I know we talked Harold Fenton Jr., but is Mason Taylor worth it?
Yes. Yes, he is. I want to make sure he's active because he had some ankle issues at the end of camp. Everything I've heard is that he's going to be good to go. I think Mason Taylor winds up being the second target in that Jets offense. Because I think it's going to go Garrett Wilson, Mason Taylor, Breece Hall. Nobody gives a shit from there because they can't sustain. I don't think the Jets can sustain more than what I just said with how much volume I think the other running backs are going to get.
Yeah.
It would also scare the hell out of me that Aaron Glenn told anybody that would listen they're going to play all 3 running backs. They're going to run with Fields, and this is going to be a run-heavy offense.
While you're looking for that, Notorious B.I.G. asked Marvin Harrison or Emeka Egbuka full PPR. It's Emeka Egbuka.
Full point PPR?
Full point.
I'll agree. But it's close.
Harrison, the illness thing on Kyler makes me think that they're going to run the ball a lot, and it's shorter throws. And I don't know if we're going to see the same volume at a Harrison if we would like a fully healthy Kyler, but we'll see it.
I think you're going to get a lot of Trey McBride. We have another one of these.
Another one
from Sir Jimothy. Today is National Beer Lovers Day. That's a good thing because I'm not drinking anything alcoholic that's not beer today.
Mm-hmm.
No fireballs, no liquors of any kind, because that is why I feel the way I feel right now. It's also part of the reason I sound the way I sound right now.
I love that. Sorry, I lost my thing. Travis Hunter or Alvin Kamara, half-point PPR.
Kamara. That is risky on both sides. Look, Kamara's the way better player. And if for New Orleans, in my opinion, to do anything today, it's going to have to be heavy on Olave. It's going to have to be heavy on Alvin Kamara because I don't really like anything else.
It's ugly.
I also think the Saints are going to get their face mushed in. So,
yes. This isn't a question, but a statement from Eat and Sleep Football. Billy Napier is a goddamn idiot. Go Steelers, though.
Yeah. As a yikes. That was a take a breath in and nothing happened. Didn't like that at all.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Nope.
As a Florida State fan, I love Billy Napier, and I hope he never goes anywhere.
Juan Pulido asks full PPR, Golden, Brees Hall, Aaron Jones Sr., Ricky Pearsall, 4 question marks.
How many am I picking here?
I'm guessing 1.
If I'm picking 1, it's Brees Hall. If I'm picking 2, it's Brees Hall and Matthew Golden. If I'm picking 3, it's Brees Hall, Matthew Golden, Aaron Jones.
Yeah, it's probably in the right order as it is. 1, Golden, Hall, Jones. I like Brees a little more than Matthew Golden, but that's it. Patrick Holt gave us a go pack.
Yes.
Love that.
They put a little scare in me yesterday because I had been told about 50 times, you should take Virginia. And I went, should I though? Because Virginia sucks. And I get it's Tony Elliott's 4th year, and, well, they're better. Yeah, but do you realize where they started?
Yeah.
They were one of the worst P5 schools in the country.
They sucked. Deep League pick from Stone Sports, my compatriot from Wednesday. Pick 2, Loveland, Shaheed, or Charbonnet. That is a deep league.
That's super deep. Loveland is the obvious one to me.
Yeah.
Charbonnet
is interesting.
That's the one I was going to say.
He's interesting because he is a bit of a vampire. And if he gets going, it wouldn't surprise me to see them kind of roll with that. But I don't know what's that offense going to look like. Does it look like the Sammy D? Might change?
No, I don't. I mean, it's not going to look exactly like it did last year. I've heard a lot of they're going to lean on the running game and Sam's not going to throw as much and blah, blah, blah. I don't buy it. Because I know if I was coordinating this, I would have floated that out there because I know I play San Francisco week 1, and I would look at that shitty secondary of the San Francisco 49ers, and I would try to shoot them out of the building.
Yeah.
I love Jackson Smith and Jigba today. Love him.
JSN is 5,800 on DraftKings.
That's too cheap.
Solid play. Yeah.
That's too cheap.
Not Cousin Colin Greene asks, Flex, Ricky Pearsall, J-Mo, or Emeka Ibuka?
Ooh, that's a good one. Pearsall is the one I immediately take out of that.
Yes.
And by the way, for people that are wondering why I keep diminishing Ricky Pearsall, it's because Devin Witherspoon plays in the slot and so does Ricky Pearsall. So I'm good. I don't want to do that any more than I have to.
No, thank you.
I want to say Ibuka. I think Ibuka is the right answer. I feel like we're going to get a billion Ibuka questions because so many people took him in that little sweet spot where if you don't have just the graviest matchup for your second or third receiver, then Ibuka has kind of snuck in here.
Yeah, we're getting a couple of those.
I'm gonna say Ibuka.
I like Ibuka there. I like Ibuka. Jameson just got a new contract.
He did. That was actually one of the reasons that I almost said Jameson. I do like
3 years.
I love when guys get paid. The first week, especially when they get paid in the season, I love that first week because, damn it, do they ever try to give guys enough touches to justify it.
Yeah. I think I saw 3 years, 83 million,
Yeah,
something like that.
which is a
solid
boatload.
payday for him. Yeah. Tim Raymond with Calvin Ridley or Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers by a lot.
Yeah.
Zay Flowers by a lot for me.
GCC got game shows where it says best stream out there. Love this shit. Can't wait to watch ball today. Love y'all. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
You're a G. You're just a G.
Randy L says Brock Bowers should have a good day. New England struggled versus tight ends all preseason. Las Vegas has very few options in the passing game.
I love Brock Bowers today. I have stacked Brock Bowers in that New England Drake May. And I don't love that I have that much of New England Vegas. If you're playing a 1 o'clock only, I love it. When you open up those handful of 4 o'clock games, it gets a little bit more bootsy.
A piece of strategy advice. If you are playing full slate, you should make sure to have a decent number of guys on the back slate, if possible. Because everybody always goes hard on the 2 o'clock games or the 1 o'clock games for you guys. 2 o'clock. And you end up missing out on something. So don't be afraid to look at the later games. I love having a little late game surge, just coming up the leaderboard. Make sure you hit on the early games, though. You can't miss. Can't miss. McMillan, Jalen Warren, Mims, or Coleman for my flex from Eric Miller. Another G, speaking of.
Fact. I do not like Keon Coleman today. I do not like Jalen.
How you feeling about Ted?
I don't
gonna get towed.
I don't mind Tet today. In that one, I would go Marvin Mims in this order: Marvin Mims, Jalen Warren, Coleman, McMillan. And Mims and Warren are close. The Jets have really struggled at times stopping the run. Now, they brought in Harrison Phillips, and now they have Harrison Phillips and Quentin Williams in the middle of that defense, which should preclude teams from just gashing them in the running game. It's also the Jets. It's also Aaron Glenn, who is hyper aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna lean Marvin Mims.
I love that. Eaton Sleep Football asks, flex Neighbors or Golden?
Neighbors. I'm never. How the hell is Malik Neighbors your flex?
Yeah,
that must be a dynasty.
Gotta be.
We missed one on Piss the Hell Off Browns fan. Said, either of you high on J.K. Dobbins today? Nope.
No.
I don't want shit to do with the Denver Broncos running backs until I figure out what order they're coming out in.
Totally agree.
Because I think R.J. Harvey's going to get a shitload of carry. I think J.K. Dobbins probably gets the first carry. And this could be one of those stupid – this is almost like the NBA where a guy comes out and starts and he plays to the 6-minute timeout and then you don't see him again until the second half starts.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that aggressive, but it could be.
Knock Knock says, "Where's the other guy? He was funny." I don't know which other guy you mean. Tank.
Tank is who I'm going to. It's who I think he is referring to. Little health scare from the cantankerous, so he got the weekend off. Hopefully, he has got his feet up and lounging around and enjoying life before we
he
get.
Should be on here asking football questions
For sure, because he needs to draft.
He needs that help.
He needs to draft better.
Yeah. Sir Jimothy with I have Brees Hall, Aaron Jones Sr. Which one should I start? I'm not sitting Kyren Williams.
No, you shouldn't sit Kyren Williams. I'd go Kyren Williams, Brees Hall.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of that Pittsburgh defense. They have two good pass rushers, which, by the way, they could haunt Justin Fields today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a boomer bust day for Fields.
And if you're playing an IDP, figure out which one lines up across from Armin Mimbu's damn janky ass, and play them everywhere. Armin Mimbu looked like he couldn't block me in the preseason.
Yeah. Tim O'Toole says he's debating going to the Pats home opener. Tickets are under $50. Just go. Don't be an idiot. Just go.
Sure.
It'll be a good game.
Well, you got to remember he's in college. He is studying up to be the future counsel of the Sportsocracy. So we got to make sure, don't do any crimes.
Stay in school and don't do crimes. But if you can get to the game for under $50, that's a
I'm curious. I'm curious what a seat in that looks like.
Kevin the PRF, considering the matchup, I keep staring at RJ Harvey and wondering if I should just pull the switch for Mr. Iffy McCaffrey. I don't know. I don't like. How are you feeling about McCaffrey today?
I'm scared shitless. I am scared shitless.
It's not fun.
Oh, you can sit you can sit in the mezzanine at Foxborough today for $82.26. That is the most specific number I think I've ever seen on Vivid Seats.
Yeah.
Usually it's just to the whole dollar. That one they were like, nope, there's change here too. Oh, you can sit in the end zone for $1.10. Oh my God. By the way, just
some lean years at Foxborough.
Uncle Jeremy's travel tips. There are 2 times to buy tickets to a football game. 6 months before it happens, or 6 minutes before it happens. There's no in between. Because you will get some deals today. And now look, you're playing a suicide mission. This is like when you were in college. You were trying to find some girl because you needed somewhere to sleep because you didn't live there. It can end badly. It can end fun, too. Not saying I ever did that, because I was a virgin when I met my wife, but.
Yeah, and if you believe that, I've got a bridge to sell you.
I was about to say, you're a little bit more gullible than you probably should be.
He also asked Jacoby Myers or Jerome Ford in flex. Half PPR also has Braylon Allen.
I think that's one where I have to go Jerome Ford.
I like Jacoby Myers because he is the other receiving weapon. But
with no Christian Gonzalez.
Agree. Yeah, no Christian Gonzalez.
Not all that worried about Carlton Davis.
I mean, he'll play fine, but I don't think it's if Gonzo's in there, that's a different game.
Sure. Because then Gonzo follows around Jacoby Myers, and I hate him with the fire of 1,000 suns.
Yes. Yeah, he will haunt your nightmares. So, Tank, Bill Workman, Tank proving he isn't the draft guy. Never was.
Hey, in fairness, that first weekend was a tall ask.
Yeah.
That first weekend was a tall ask.
Ramonzo Berry with a rate my team. He said please, so we got to do it. Justin Fields, Rashad White, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jalen Waddle, Travis Hunter, Jatavion Sanders, and the flex is Zay Flowers.
Oh, that second running back is scaring the shit out of me. Because I don't like Rashad White at all.
No.
Ramonzo, how deep of a league is that? I love Jahmyr Gibbs. I like a bounce back from Jalen Waddle. I like Zay Flowers, too. Got a high upside solely because Fields could be good from a fantasy perspective. I don't think he's good in a real life NFL perspective, but
no.
The biggest thing I see there is you've really got to shore up that second running back. It's full PPR. That helps Rashad White. So, because that is the only thing he does now.
Yeah, I don't love that. Randy wants to know if there was any local reaction to the Belichick ban of New England scouts from UNC.
No. I mean, I got asked that question a lot. Did you hear Bill's response?
Didn't he?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, you got 3 periods of practice that you can watch. There's not really a ton of talent on that Carolina team that I'm looking at from an NFL perspective. And Randy L said it's bad for their players. I got news for you. Here's the part that nobody was going to talk about. New England wasn't drafting anybody from Carolina anyway. Oh, you're a Belichick guy that stuck around, or you were brought in by Bill? Yeah, we're good. They want so far away from that. And here's why I say that. It would be so bad for that kid because the microscope's going to be on him so intensely that I don't see that it would ever happen. Now, I hated Bill's response last night of, well, it's obvious I'm not welcome in their building, so they're not welcome in mine. Shut the fuck up. Go give your granddaughter girlfriend $12 for the concession stand, you creepy old bastard.
We had piss the hell off Browns fans say Keon Coleman on Jair Alexander. I'm good.
Yeah, I'll pass. Yeah, I pass.
Randy also says that he heard one Jets person say that they thought Braylon Allen ends up being the better running back than Breece Hall.
I'm glad this came up. So even though I don't work directly with them at this point, I still have a lot of friends in that building. And here's what I have basically been told. It looks like that Tanner Ergstad is going to try to run that David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs. Breece Hall is Gibbs because he's a really good pass catcher. And Braylon Allen will be that big between the tackles guy. They've said a lot. I mean, look, Aaron Glenn likes Braylon Allen a lot. He's made sure to put him in every running back conversation every time the running back comes up. He's got to mention Braylon Allen. He also mentions Isaiah Davis. So, I mean, don't be shocked if that kid gets 4, 5, 6 touches today, too. So I'm a little leery. Not a lot leery, but I'm a little leery of what Breece Hall is going to be in this offense. I think Breece is a great running back. They found every reason under the sun to diminish him, though, as a bell cow all offseason long.
Yes, they have. But he's quite good. You can get some real nice prop bets on Braylon Allen, just as an FYI.
I like Braylon Allen a lot.
You can get a nice little spicy prop bet there. Just going to throw it out there.
Tell you a fun story about Braylon Allen. He's been in the NFL for 1 calendar year. He has been able to buy a beer legally for less than 9 months. Oh, my God. I just realized that Braylon Allen is 4 years to the day younger than my oldest daughter. And that made me feel some kind of way.
Yeah. Yeah, they do that.
Yikes. Now I feel like I'm 1,000. I need to go take a Metamucil and a Centrum Silver.
Get your pregame nap in.
Fuck. A pregame nap does sound pretty sweet.
Any shares of Devontae Adams today?
I like Devontae. I actually probably like Devontae better than Puka today. Because I feel like Puka probably gets Stingley.
Yeah.
I think.
I like Devontae Adams today. I think he's going to show out.
I want so little of that game because I think it's going to be so much lower scoring than people think.
Yeah.
That's my favorite under of the day.
And we talked about that on Football Friday.
Friday.
It is a much lower score than people are expecting.
A 17-13. I could easily see that being the way that game ends.
Mm-hmm. Genty or Dobbins running back 2 for DNA 2?
It's Genty. That feels like a dynasty team where you took Genty because you had to, and now you're looking around going,
And
was he what I was promised he would be?
He's expensive. On
yeah, I'm pass. DraftKings. I didn't consider him one time.
He is 7,000 on DraftKings. You know who else is 7,000? Malik Neighbors.
Yep, and one of these is way better play than the other.
You can get a Monra for 71, or Achan for 69, or Jonathan Taylor, who I like a lot, for 68.
I have Jonathan Taylor everywhere today. I'll be honest with you, the more I look at Indianapolis, the more I'm going, how many Colts is too many?
I stand by. I told you exactly what I thought of that game on Friday. I thought you need the Colts. I tipped the Colts. I think it's better.
Which receiver do you want for the Colts today?
Ooh, so I love me some Pittman, but that's not who I'm going with. It's Josh Downs.
I'm trying to put myself in the brain of Daniel Jones, which is a dark, scary place. Mm-hmm. The thing that I will say about Downs is I don't love Downs solely because the only corner that I think they have that is worthy of the spot he's going to play in is Jason Marshall. They have screamed how much they like him in the offseason, and he's going to be in the slot on Downs. The question is, does Michael Pittman Jr. get Rasul Douglas, which I believe? That makes me like Alec Pierce as a dart throw, because if he gets Storm Duck, he is going to fuck that duck. Like, straight up, he is going to kick his guts in, because Storm Duck sucks. If you don't believe me, ask every other Carolina fan you know.
There's a world that we live in where my wide receivers for DraftKings will be Emeka Ibuka, Matthew Golden, and Alec Pierce. And I don't have to worry about any salary for anyone.
And then I can just go hard in the paint. Do you realize that Michael Pittman Jr. is 4,900?
He's also 49. He's sub 5,000.
That is the dumbest.
I told you this on Friday. Everybody forgets that Michael Pittman Jr. exists. They forget that he exists. He got hurt once, and then he had bad quarterbacks, and they were like, "This guy's no good." He's still young, for one. He's not like a washed receiver. For two, he's real good at football. He is so good at football, and people are like, "I don't know if he's worth playing." He's worth playing.
He's 100% worth playing.
Do yourself a favor, take a look. His last year, his high in fantasy points. You want to guess what it was on DraftKings?
Who are we talking about here?
Michael Pittman.
That's who I thought you were talking about. Did he break? God, did he have over 18 points and 80 point last year?
Yes. Yeah. 2 games.
I remember a good one.
They lost to the Giants in Week 17, and he put up 28.9 fantasy points.
That's the one where he had didn't they target him 15 times or some dumb shit like that?
He had 10 targets, 109 yards with a tutty. And I think he had some end arounds nonsense as well.
I know he had a bad game against the Dolphins because I've heard that about 15 times this week. And you realize that nobody that defended him last year is still on this team, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Because he got Jalen Ramsey a lot.
He sure did. I like him. I mean, it's a dart throw, of course. You got to worry about quarterback and stuff.
AC, I need you to take the questions here for just a second. I need I need a lozenge and another shot of the old antiseptic spray because the voice is going quick. I'll be right back.
Sir Jimothy with Ertz or Andrews. Man, I think this is Andrews, in my opinion. Andrews is playing probably the last year he's going to play. I think they're going to try and get him some love. Ertz is fine. He's fine. I don't think you can go wrong with Andrews there, though. Yeah, and Ramonzo, that's a smart way to go. Put Brian Robinson in. Got a trade offer for him? Yeah. Austin Groves with NFL football, Goff or May. It's May. May is the sneaky quarterback play of the day. I think that you're going to see a lot of people undervaluing him. I am a Patriots fan, but Jeremy will tell you he has a ton of shares of Drake May. That Raiders defense isn't that great, so you're fine. Colin Greene with Drake London or Mike Evans. I am on the Drake London side of this. Earlier in the show, you heard Jeremy talk about Mike probably getting top coverage. So Drake is he's probably where I lean. I'm on the Falcon side of that as well. I think they have a better game. So I am on the Drake London side of that. Oh, Mr. Tank Spencer going Penix or Stafford. Well, cantankerous one. First of all, glad to see you're up and watching. This is very important. You need this because you don't draft very well, as we've discussed. Need to draft better. I like Penix today. I think he runs a little bit. I think he throws the ball well. He's going to be chalky on DraftKings. But I think he's worth the play. To be honest with you, I think he's worth the play. Stafford still up in the air, but I think it's Penix. Soaring Eagle with I've got CMC, and part of me really wants to just start my studs, but I'm genuinely terrified if he plays CMC or DeAndre Swift. I mean, I think that you play DeAndre Swift here, not because he's better than CMC, but I'm just genuinely scared of what you're going to get out of CMC if he plays. I think it's probably a safer bet to just go ahead, put Swift in, and you're either calling it a week or you're just going, this is fine. We do that. Tank does say all as well. Battery is recharging the battery. Appreciate all the T's and P's. We miss you, big dog. We got you. Genty today playing his second game on the East Coast in the 1 p.m. time slot. I'm staying away, especially at 7K. It's way too expensive, Randy. He's way too expensive. And Danny Finn's fan says Storm Duck does in fact suck. I am a Miami fan and already looking at 6 wins max this year. Eden Sleep wants to know which rookies we want to see. I'll save that for when Jeremy's back from his lozenge break. Jonna, welcome back, my friend. Eckler or Olave at flex, half-point PPR. That's a tough one. I think I'm on the Olave side, only because I'm curious to see what work Eckler is going to get. I think Eckler is probably in that weird in-between spot where he's going to start losing some touches, and that's what you need at your half point. Olave's still going to get work. He's still going to get work. So we see what happens.
I walked out into the living room to get some water, and the first words I said to my wife, she said, "Well, hello, old-timey jazz singer. Do you happen to know where my husband is?" Sorry.
Where are you on Eckler or Olave at flex for a half-point PPR? I'm worried about Eckler's touches.
Are you? Why are you worried about them?
I think they're going to work in more guys. I don't think he's bad. I think he's still going to get plenty of tote. When I'm looking at it, I go, is it a week one thing? Is he going to get spread around?
Well, here's my question: Is Bill Krosky Merritt active today? Because if he is, now I'm concerned. If he's not, then it's Chris Rodriguez and Jeremy McNichols.
I'm not scared of Chris Rodriguez.
And you shouldn't be. I have heard there's a good chance that Bill Krosky Merritt's inactive today. If he's not, and that was all shenanigans, then okay, I'm a little worried about Eckler. If there is no Krosky Merritt, then there's really nobody to take touches away. I mean, Rodriguez will get 8. Eckler gets all the passing down work, and that's probably going to be the case anyway. Yeah. I mean, that's probably the case regardless of who's up.
We got 2 that one that I wanted to see your take on here. Tank did jump into the chat, gave us a Penix or Stafford question.
Oh, that's Stafford. That's Stafford by a lot.
You think so? I'm on the Penix side.
Yeah, it's Stafford by a lot for me.
All right. I think that Stafford has
a lower floor because he might not make it through the game.
Yes.
Now, if you're scared of the shoulder, okay. Now, I get it. I think he's probably going to get one of the good old cortisols in that bad boy. And as somebody that's had a few of those, I can tell you they make you feel pretty damn good.
Feels real nice.
Feels real good. That epidural thing, that does not make you feel as good. That kind of makes you feel like you're going to poop your pants. So,
yeah,
it depends on how they manage his pain, and how much pain he has. I mean, I guess I look at those two quarterbacks and go, would I rather have 60% Matthew Stafford or 100% of Michael Penis Jr.? We have.
I think he's going to run. I think he's going to score.
All right, before you ask me the second question, we have 2 super chats, and then I will answer whatever Soaring Eagle had said.
Another one.
Mm-hmm. Sir Jimothy said, "Glad you're okay, Tank. Glad to see you in the chat. We are glad to see the Cantankerous in the chat, getting some fantasy football questions out there. Also glad that he's resting. And if you go back to work, I have an alarm on the door that will drop a vat of sticky bullshit on your head." I Heart Love's going, "Hey, we have a problem. Just call Tank. Or you do it. How about that?"
Fuck off.
Another one.
Then we have Be the Example from Puerto Rico. Which 2 receivers should I play today? Garrett Wilson, Emeka Egbuka, Ricky Pearsall, Tet McMillan. My flex is Kyron Williams. You draft really well.
Mm-hmm.
I will go Garrett Wilson, Emeka Egbuka.
I agree. Tet is the third there. And again, we're off.
I
We're both
agree.
off.
I'm off Pearsall just because he's going to get Devin Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the Soaring Eagle question you wanted my opinion on?
Soaring Eagle has CMC, and part of him wants to just play the studs, like play your stars. That's always great advice. But genuinely terrified to see if CMC plays. So CMC or DeAndre Swift.
My question would be, do you have access? First of all, is this a redraft league? Which that will probably answer my next 2 questions. I cannot justify DeAndre Swift. Solely because I've watched Ben Johnson for so long, and I've never seen a running back like that really succeed with him. Because DeAndre Swift is terrible between the tackles. He's terrible. I mean, he cannot do it. And that makes me think that there's going to be some kind of weird, gross combination that I'm just not interested in. Now, here would be my question. Do you have access to any of the probably only going to be good for a week or 2 running backs? And the ones I'm looking at specifically here are Jerome Ford,
Daryl Sampson.
Daryl Sampson. It would be hard for me to go Dylan Sampson. I can't go that far. Sure. But do you have access to Jalen Warren's probably not out there.
No.
I'm trying to think of one that I think is going to hit. By the way, Ollie Gordon, don't do that. I can't say that. I cannot say that drastically. I just saw him on the ESPN list. Woody Marks. Do you have access to Woody Marks? Because if you do, then that to me is more palatable. A, because the upside is very clear. B, he's a 4:00 kick, so you don't have to make a decision at 1:00. Jerome Ford, you have to make a decision at 1:00.
Yeah.
And I highly doubt you have access to Jerome Ford. Other options are B-Rob out. Oh, you have Jalen Warren, and there's your solution.
That's the answer.
Yeah, I would go Jalen Warren. If you're that scared of McCaffrey, I don't know what this actually is, because San Francisco is notoriously stupid when it comes to injury reports and shit like that. I mean, there's a possibility in my head that Christian McCaffrey doesn't play at all. And he
I
probably
agree.
shouldn't play at all,
I don't think you should touch a ball today.
other than his own.
Yeah, I think you should stay off. Eat and Sleep Football wants to know which rookies you want to see most today.
Ooh, I want to see how the Giants use Abdul. Is he looking for a fantasy perspective or just rookies in general?
It says rookies, so
The one that I'm the most locked in on is I really want to see how the New York Football Giants use Abdul Carter. The obvious answer is Travis Hunter. I want to see what that looks like. From there, Marion Hampton would have been my answer before Friday, and I don't think I got any form of answer. By the way, we haven't talked about this. Overreaction Monday is tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Barring something just insanely fucked up happens in the next 12 hours, the opening segment of Monday is, am I crazy to think the LA Chargers are the best team in the NFL?
No, you're not.
I said that on social media, and a bunch of people went, it wasn't crazy before this game. I think it's really not crazy now.
Yeah, they're quite good.
They looked insanely good. Oh, and by the way, that whole thing about, well, Justin Herbert doesn't throw enough. Jim Harbaugh told you to go falafel yourself. Because he came out throwing it all over the. We do need a go 68 yourself shirt. I do need to make that. That was a great thing that came from Friday.
Yeah, it did. Kyle Sieber Audio wants to know, I'm down bad thanks to Pickens and Worthy. Yuck. 35% chance at the win. Should I double flex Allen and Shakir, or Allen with Shakir and Coleman, or should I start Jacoby Myers, pick 2?
God,
So
that's
Coleman
a tough
Myers.
question. That's a tough question because you got a bunch of them going against the Baltimore defense that I think is going to be ridiculous. Shakir will get Marlon Humphrey in the slot, more than likely.
I like Shakir and Myers here, to be honest with you.
Myers is a no-doubter to me. The question is, which build do I want?
I like Shakir.
Even with Marlon Humphrey on him.
Yeah, Shakir gets the love, though. They've got the relationship right now. He
They
took
do.
over the dig slot. He's been good. I
do.
still find a way to manufacture touches for Shakir. Keon Coleman will get whatever is left over, but they'll pass. I mean, the problem with Buffalo is they do not care about your fantasy football team. They will pass the ball around to everybody.
The fact.
You get like 5 guys with like 3 catches. It's going to be ugly.
The question that I have is, do they put Palmer on? Do they try to get Palmer on Jair Alexander? And here's where my thought process on that comes from. Nate Wiggins is so thin that I think Keon Coleman can have success on him.
Yep.
This is one of those that I will give you my answer, which is Shakir and Jacoby Myers. If you get into the brain of Sean McDermott and the brain trust of the Buffalo Bills, and they have the same thought process that I do, which is I think the guy that's going to have the most success against that defense is going to be getting Keon Coleman on Nate Wiggins. Because Keon is physical. Wiggins is not physical. The only thing is, I think even if that works, a lot of the yardage is going to come from pass interference. That doesn't do you any good in fantasy. So I'm going Shakir and Jacoby Myers because I think it's safer. If you go Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir, I think that's the one path that I wouldn't take because I don't think this is a high-scoring game. I want Jacoby Myers one way or the other. I will lean Shakir, but with the thought of if I was the one game playing the Buffalo Bills, it would be Keon Coleman. I don't trust them to be able to do that because I think Harbaugh's going to come into this knowing that. I hope that answered your question. I know I talked for a long time and I didn't really at any point ever say anything definitive. And for that, I apologize.
Chuba Hubbard or Travion Henderson PPR for Alex G?
Boo, that's a good question. God, that might be the best question we've been asked so far because it's so freaking close. I don't buy Las Vegas's ability to stop the run. The thing that scares me is does Travion get vampired, vultured at the goal line by Ramondre Stevenson?
Yes.
You know what? Fuck it. It's week 1. You only live once. It's Travion Henderson. Screw it. I hate Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard is the most boring running back in the NFL. I hate playing him. I know he gets points. He is James Conner on steroids. Screw it. Give me Travion Henderson. This is fun. It's supposed to be fun to watch your players. And Chuba Hubbard is not fun.
He's not fun. Travion Henderson's electric.
He's fun. He's not. I mean, as a Jets fan, he's not real fun for me because I hate that you have him and we don't.
Yeah, he's fun. He's a good time. They drafted really well this year, so
yes, they did.
Which was so strange. That was so strange to see.
Did that feel weird for you? I mean, I didn't specifically ask you this at the draft, but does it feel weird that your team just kept doing good shit? Like every time you came up, you didn't go, we'll take this dickhead from the other North Dakota that no one's ever heard of. You just went hammer, 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 hammer.
Yeah, it was strange not drafting people out of like Virgin Mary Tech, College of the Blind, whatever. You know, Division 7A.
I did after
of the year.
I did after a few cocktails last night say I think Alabama's playing a barber college, which we will have to add that into the rotation of different things that come up when. And this has nothing to do with fantasy football. It's all about college. But as a Florida State fan, after they hung 77 yesterday, I don't care who you do that on. That's impressive. Do you know who they play after a bye week the following week?
No.
That Kent State team that Texas Tech just hung about 5,000 points on. Florida State will be 3-0 going into Charlottesville, Virginia, and I'm at that game.
There you go.
I'm at that game,
You
and
don't
I'm
remember being at that game, but you're going to be at that game.
And I'll tell you straight up, I'm gonna get Southern drunk in a northern town, because that is the one city in the South that is a northern town that got relocated, and I am going to show my ignorance and my ass to all those wahoos.
Hell yeah, you are.
I may even show my wahoo. Who knows?
Matt Pinn wants to know, am I crazy for having 6 rookies on my team, even though they're all projected starters?
Nope.
Probably not.
Oh, let's see if I can get. Let me see if I can guess who they are. If you have 6 of them, you probably didn't get a great. Unless it's Dynasty. I'll go. You have Genty, Amarian Hampton, R.J. Harvey, Emeka Ibuka.
Travion?
He would have to have gone so deep at rookie running back. Look, especially if it's a dynasty. If it's a dynasty, fuck no. If it's a dynasty, you should have 6 rookies, and it should be just all the way down to Caleb Johnson, who I think is going to ultimately be the best running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He just has to figure out how to do all of the things. And I should have known when I said Caleb Johnson's going to wind up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I should have known. They take big running backs and make them look slow. They do a great job. They made Najee Harris look unathletic.
They sure did. And he isn't. Soaring Eagle did say, and as you finish that, Schefter reports CMC is active.
CMC is CMC will be active.
Yeah.
Because those haven't come out yet. By the way, Matt Penn said his 6 rookies are, it's not a dynasty. His 6 rookies are Amarian Hampton, who I love, R.J. Harvey, who I love, Jaden Blue, who I don't love. But if at some point they realize, hey, we can throw to running backs, then he'll be the one, because the other 2 can't catch. Bill Krosky Merritt, Jaden Higgins, and Isaac Tesla. I have Isaac Tesla on every team that I actively have in fantasy football.
I love that.
That's another player today that we have not talked about who is cheap as shit.
Yeah.
How much is
But
Isaac
I have a hard
Tesla
time.
today?
Where do you put him? Like who are you taking out? Are you just a little parody, a little shift the running back or the shares over?
I will not have 100% exposure to Matthew Golden. I will have 100% exposure to Emeka Ibuka. I'm going to have really high exposure to Michael Pittman Jr. I'm going to have about a 50% exposure to Tesla.
My highest percentage drafted of any player is 62%.
Really?
62 is it? Yep.
And Tesla's 3,100. Yep. I'm going to have him.
There's no need for it in my. I don't mind it. I understand the play. I'm just looking at who am I taking out that I think is not going to have a day.
Well, you don't have to do it. My hope, and I'll be 100% honest about this. My hope is that Tesla stays targeted but not effective for about the first 4 weeks, and he stays in that 3,100 to 3,500 range, because there will come a week where he has 2 touchdowns. And he blows up GPPs because you either had him or you lost.
Totally.
I don't think that day is today, but they traded Tim Patrick for a reason.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Randy L with his favorite DFS stacks. Lawrence, BTJ, Penix, Drake, both reasonable costs and good matchups. Which do you prefer? You're out on the Penix side. I know you don't hate Drake.
I don't hate Penix. I don't hate Penix.
It's just other options that you prefer.
I like the Lawrence BTJ stack a lot.
I don't have Lawrence anywhere.
I think that's an error in judgment because Carolina's defense is going to be better, but it's still bad. I think I'll be honest with you. I think Carolina-Jacksonville could be a low-key, holy shit, why did I not have more of this? If you had to have one receiver from the Carolina Panthers today, who is it?
Oh, it's BTJ. It's not even close.
Well, that's from BTJ. Jacksonville. If you had to stack it
from Carolina.
Yep.
Yeah. Hold on. I don't love a lot of the Carolina side.
I don't love it either. But if you're stacking that game, you got to have somebody from Carolina.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be Tet or Leggett.
They've talked a lot. They've talked Leggett up a lot. Am I crazy to throw a dart at Hunter Renfrow? He's so cheap.
No, because he's so cheap and he is consistent.
He's so cheap.
If you're going to stack that game, if you're going to go with like Bryce and Renfrow, I don't hate that at all.
I don't hate it at all. Renfrow strikes me as the guy that's going to have like 8 catches for 42 yards, and if he falls in the end zone, then he had a day.
He is one of the most consistent. He's a Jacoby Myers type.
Mm-hmm.
He just doesn't drop the ball that much. He's always around it. I don't hate that at all. I don't hate it.
We should be getting inactives here in about 8 minutes.
Yes, I have started hitting refresh. Start seeing those come through. Alex G, I have AJ Brown, so I'm already down big. Would you start Metcalf or Waddle in PPR? I think it's Waddle there.
I do too. Waddle's the higher upside. Now, is there a possibility that you can get DK away from? I don't like the matchup for DK against Brandon Stevens either. That's why I'm so low on DK Metcalf, because there's no outcome where I think he winds up on a corner that he has a really good advantage against.
There's a chance he ends up on a corner. It's just probably punching him and then getting thrown out of the game.
That's another part. We know how DK Metcalf works, and Sauce Gardner's going to be all up in his business.
All up in it.
I am very excited to see Sauce Gardner. Somebody asked earlier about rookies that I'm excited to see. I feel like Sauce Gardner's a rookie again. Because now I get to see him not just depoted on a side, which I'm very excited about.
He gets to actually play football.
Yeah, he doesn't get that Robert Saleh bullshit where they run out of fullback and all of a sudden he's defending a fullback that runs a 5-yard curl and just hey, by the way, our number one receiver's on your fourth freaking corner running down the sideline wide ass open. You enjoy that, San Francisco, because he's your DC now.
Putting in work wants to know Hawkinson or Ingram, full point PPR.
I love tight ends with rookie quarterbacks. I'll go TJ Hawkinson.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Kelvin Joyner, one of the OGs. One flex spot left. Do you go DeAndre Swift or Mooney?
Mooney's hurt, isn't he?
I think he's hurt.
I mean, I think he's going to play, but he's got I'm pretty confident he has a designation. Let me find him. Oh, you got to spell his name right.
Quarterback is cheap today.
They're all cheap. Yeah, Mooney's questionable. I would go DeAndre Swift there. Not because I don't think Mooney's going to play. He's a true game time decision, so we will know. That decision may be made for you in about 5 minutes.
Randy's got Mostert at 5K on DK feels like a good buy. You tell me about Tommy Tracy in New York. He knows nothing about him.
Tyrone Tracy. I don't want any running back for the Giants because I don't know how that split's going to go. I mean, because they got Cam Scattaboo that's probably going to get some of that close yardage work, short yardage work. Tyrone Tracy he's a good, not great running back. They've also got Devin Singletary. So to me, the Giants are just gross. I cannot play Raheem Mostert. There's no path that I get there. If I'm playing a cheap running back today, which you don't have to.
You really don't have to. Not even a little bit.
But if I'm doing it, Travion at 5,500, Jalen Warren at 52. Mm-hmm. God, they have Woody Marks priced exactly like Nick Chubb, and that is DK's really good at this. They are really good at this, especially in week 1, and that should tell you a lot. I'm trying to think if I'm playing it. I would go Dylan Sampson. Austin Eckler's only 4,800, and Eckler's guaranteed work.
Yeah, he's going to get something. He's going to get something.
I think the value comes in the cheap receivers, not necessarily the cheap running backs.
I totally agree. I had to read this 3 different times to make sure that I understood this correctly. Soaring Eagle says, I need your opinion on this. Someone in my Dynasty League just dropped Ladd for Jordan freaking James. His wide receiver room is AJ, Neighbors, Worthy, AD Mitchell, and Isaiah Bond. You put in your waiver claim ASAP.
Every dollar. Shoot your whole wad. If that's fab, which dynasty should be, you shoot your whole wad, and then you kick that person out of your league at the end of the year because he is a dipshit.
What do you mean they dropped Ladd? For why?
Why are you even able to drop Ladd? You shouldn't be able to drop Ladd McConkey in a league. Sometimes you have to protect stupid people from themselves because that is insane.
I don't understand that statement.
I don't either.
That makes no sense to me.
I would have done the same thing you did, which is really dropped Ladd McConkey. Okay.
Randy said also had a DFS flex spot to fill, which was choosing between Jonathan Taylor, BTJ. Which would you go with?
God, that's like choosing which one of my children I like better.
I like BTJ and I like Jonathan Taylor.
I do too. If I had to choose between them, I'll go BTJ.
My question is, who do you have at running back that you can't have them all?
Sure. I mean, look, today the pricing is so the pricing is so low that you could easily have Boosie, because you know how I feel about Boosie. Mm-hmm. I'm very pro Boosies. Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm curious who your third one is. If you're playing a third one, you might play 4 receivers. I'm not doing that, but. I am interested. What else do you have that you're having to choose between those two? Nobody putting their inactives in early. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
No, not one.
That's not like we're sitting here waiting on it or anything.
No. Yes, JAMO extension hurt Tesla stock a little. Matt Pinn?
Not to me, because they play different positions. To me, that as soon as Tim Patrick got traded, that told me everything I needed to know. I also know definitively how high Detroit had Tesla on their board. And so Tesla is one of those guys that he went in the third round, but you should not treat him like a third rounder. You should treat Tesla like he's a high 2, because that's how they valued him. Because they tried their damnedest to move up for, I want to say the story I heard was they tried for 25 picks to trade up, and nobody would trade up with them. And then they finally got him. That puts him high 3, late 2. And that's how I'm treating him. To me, he is a high-end rookie that is not priced like one.
Yeah. Sir Jimothy sent you a pic of a pick text. Someone wants B. Robinson from him. Anything worth trading for?
No, let's find my phone.
And he says, I'm guessing no. But
if somebody will do something,
look at that.
If somebody will do something stupid, then it's debatable. But it would have to be real stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, not on. If they're willing to do Amon-Ra St. Brown, George Kittle, and Jaden Daniels, then we can talk. Yep. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're not willing to do that. So the answer would be no. Because they're probably going to offer you Amon-Ra St. Brown, and my question would be, well, if I would do that, why did I not just draft him where I took Bijan?
Where are my fucking inactives?
That's infuriating, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh.
Nobody wants to give me inactives?
Oh, it is frustrating. Give me who's not going to play, you bat rastards. This is 11:30. We should have inactives. Where are the inactives?
We should have inactives. Yes, we should. Half point PPR from Austin Grove. Starting May, Gibbs, Connors, St. Brown, BTJ, Warren. Flex spot needs help. Walker, Abuka, Wilson. He has Walker in right now. It's making me want to put in Abuka. Who are you flexing?
Abuka. In order, that would be Abuka, Garrett Wilson, Kenny Walker for me. Look, I don't think San Francisco's a good run-stuffing team. I'm not sure what that... I think Seattle's going to throw more than people think, which leads me to think that Charbonnet is probably going to play more than people think. I want to see Kenny Walker before I'm committed to it. Look, a lot of people that have Kenny Walker, you don't have another option. You took him in the 4th, 5th, 6th round, somewhere in there, and you don't necessarily have a great option. You do, because I would definitely start James Conner over him. I would definitely start Jahmyr Gibbs over him. Your team's really good. Like, just throwing that out there. Austin Groves, are you the best drafter in the history of time, or do you play with children? Because that team is fucking insane. Or is that a dynasty that you've built up over time? In which case, good for you.
Good for you. Piss off Browns fan says Xavier Legette equals the abominable snowman. We always hear about him, but we never see him do anything.
He is the Sasquatch. I don't disagree with you, but I do. Oh, we have some inactives.
Some.
Yep. Tampa Bay's did next to nothing for me because I already knew everything that matters.
Cleveland also did nothing for me.
Yep. Shador Sanders is the emergency 3. Stunner. I was today years old when I found out Mike Hall was still on the roster. I thought they cut him.
Our favorite draft name of all time, Zeke Biggers, inactive for the Dolphins.
Yep. Nothing shocking there. No Jalen Wright, no Taj Washington, no Darren Waller. Doesn't really change much for me.
Darren Waller probably has a rap video to shoot, so he's busy.
Cincinnati down 2 defensive tackles today. Jermaine Burton inactive. That too does also absolutely nothing.
No.
This is that fun time of the day where we just hit. Oh, there we go.
Fresh. Yep.
JT Tuimalo inactive for the Indianapolis Colts. No Chad Moma. Riley Leonard's the emergency 3. Tyler Goodson's. Oh my God. You know all those questions I got to ask about Jonathan Taylor? Mm-hmm. Play Jonathan freaking Taylor.
You should play him.
I'll give you $1 if you can name me any running back that's up for the Indianapolis Colts today that's not Jonathan Taylor.
No, it's Jonathan Taylor.
They have, so Goodson's out. They have 2 rookies, 1 undrafted rookie. It's DJ Giddens and Ulysses Bentley the 4th. Oh, by the way, neither one of those guys really offer you. I like Giddens a lot. He'll get a handful of touches, but Jonathan Taylor is going to get run into the ground.
While we're waiting for some more inactives, Sir Jimothy with Ingram or Pitts?
I would go Ingram there.
Kyle Pitts is on timeout until he shows you something.
No.
Donta Thornton to the moon from Jeffrey Hinckley. And then Kelvin
I like Donta Thornton today.
Is Krosky Merritt for real, or is Washington's running back room that bad?
They like Krosky Merritt a lot.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they like him a lot. Now, I have not seen that he's active because wait a minute. Eat and Sleep Football just said Vita Vea is out for Tampa Bay. I am not seeing that on the inactives.
Telling you, I am on the Falcons side. He's not on the inactives for Tampa Bay.
If there's no Vita Vea,
he's not on Tampa's inactives though.
He's up, but he is hurt. He's got a foot injury. Likely to play.
It's not Efton Chisholm season, unfortunately. Tommy DeVito is also down for the
Oh, no Efton Chisholm today? That's bullshit. Come on, New England. You could have found a place to play the legend that is Efton Chisholm.
You love me some Efton Chisholm.
Yeah, not a lot here. At least not that I've seen so far.
No, nothing that changes any of my my starts at this point. Cantankerous one wants to know about a parlay play, anytime touchdown. Evans, Jaden Daniels, Bowers, Juwan Jennings, plus 6,037. Ghost leg bonus. Thoughts?
I don't mind it.
No, I don't mind it at all.
I don't mind it. Mike Evans is going to be followed around by AJ Terrell. Which I don't know if that has actually meant anything because he's been followed around by Terrell a lot.
Alex G, I missed you there. Since I'm starting Henderson over Chuba, would you guys flex Chuba or Jerry Jeudy?
Chuba.
Yeah.
Wow. So here's a fun story about Mike Evans. Do you know that since 2017, Mike Evans has only had 200-yard games against Atlanta? And if he scores a touchdown, he tends to score 2. Because he scored 7 touchdowns against them since 2017. 6 of them were in 3 games.
Yeah.
Wow, and there's some turds in there. There are a lot of 4 for 46s, 6 targets for 8 yards. Yikes. Now, that's just something to know. And Tank confirming Vita Vea will play today. Source, he's in every Tampa Bay Buccaneer group in America.
Facts.
I'm a little... Whoa. Chris Rodriguez is down for Washington, which means it's Bill Karofsky merit season because Jeremy McNichols is the. I'm telling you, Lil Bill's gonna get him some touches today. And Raheem Mostert is down for the Raiders, which means they have Dylan Lobby and Ashton Genty. Do with that information what you will.
Yeah.
Oh, and Zamir White. I forgot about him. Not because I forgot he was on the team, but because I don't care.
Because everybody forgot.
Yeah, because I don't care. Zamir White. How in the hell is Zamir White still in the NFL? Jeffrey Hinckley asked if we fuck with Dante Thornton today. He's another one of those cheap ass receivers that I have a smattering of. I'm not going more than 15-20% exposure to any of them. But I mean, Dante Thornton is 3,600, and he's real big and he's real fast. And anybody want to take a stab at who he's going to be defended by today? No Christian Gonzalez. So who's the fourth corner for the New England Patriots? Because that's who Thornton's getting.
Yeah.
If you were curious, that would be one DJ James, who I like. I like DJ James.
They're fine.
He's never played a snap in the NFL, though.
No, the corner depth is a little light.
Randy L said it'll be Alex Austin instead of DJ James. I know less about Alex Austin than I know about DJ James.
Yeah. They're Mike guys. They're all Mike guys. As in Vrabel. Not as in, like, the Mike. But terrible flex option. Who would you take? Kyle Pitts, Calvin Ridley, or Caleb Johnson?
God. Kyle Pitts. And for me, it's really not all that close.
Yeah.
And Randy L said DJ James had a good preseason. I loved DJ James in the draft process a couple years ago. Auburn had like 4 corners, and somehow they could not stop the pass to save their life, and I liked every one of their corners.
Yeah.
It's one of those fun little anomalies. No Mooney for the Falcons. Darnell Mooney is down for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, is that the only inactive still for the
So
Falcons?
far, yeah.
Yeah.
No Andrew Thomas for the Giants either. Oh, boy. Oh, bother.
Jameis is down.
Jameis is the emergency 3.
Interesting.
No, the Jets have the funniest group of inactives I think I've ever seen. Alan Lazard, Braden McGregor, Asa Pohl, who, if you watched our draft coverage really closely, I was willing to bet my house Asa Pohl wound up playing for the Jets. Leonard Taylor and Jelani Woods. That means, boys and girls, that it is Mason Taylor season.
Yeah.
No Ike Ekwonu today for the Carolina Panthers. So watch for that Jacksonville front to eat. Who replaces Ekwonu?
Jesus Christ, Soaring Eagle. Put my
Brady.
entire wallet for Ladd. Wide receivers would be CD, Harrison Jr., Garrett Wilson, Devonta Smith, Jacoby Myers, Roma Dunze, Khalil Shakir, QJ, D-Hop, Chisholm, and Kyle Williams.
Good God Almighty. That's pretty
Save
good.
some for the rest of us. Jesus.
That's pretty good.
Christ. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Danny Fans fan grade the DFS. Fields, Bijan, Gibbs, Waddle, Abuka Pierce, Mason Taylor, Jets D.
Oh, that's pretty good. My only question, well, it's not really so much a question as a statement of if you're playing two Colts, why are you not playing Danny Dimes?
Yeah.
But I get it. Fields does not need to be paired with a quarterback, because if he has standalone DFS value, it's going to be because he runs.
Yeah.
And I do like him against a reasonably slow Pittsburgh Steelers defense.
I don't think I'm missing anything crazy here.
Nope.
No.
Think we're get those last questions in. We got some lineups to set. My lovely wife and I are going down to the Village Porch here in Asheville. If you're in the Asheville area and you want to come watch some football with us, we'll also be there tomorrow night for Monday Night Football. And just to clarify, the Village Porch is different for Monday Night Football than Bears is for Thursday Night Football. I am not doing the show from there. I will be there after the show.
I'll be on my couch.
And then after Tuesday, you won't see my fat ass for a week. But you will get to see some sweet videos of me on a badass beach golf course making sure we have money for next year. Because that's why I do it. Oh, by the way, just a little announcement. I can't fully tell you all the details, but our Living the Dream 2 tours, the website is not down. I've just taken it down so we can announce tomorrow that now we have some all-inclusive games where you get the travel and the ticket and all of the things that you need. So I'll be announcing that on the show tomorrow, along with a new friend that is a ticketing app, and I can't tell you quite which one it is yet. I will just say that their tickets, their seats, if you will, are evocative. They are graphic. They are detailed, bright colored, colorful, bright. Synonyms for the first word. So look up any of those words and see what synonyms are, and you'll figure it out.
Yeah. Notorious B.I.G. said Murray isn't playing. Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's up.
Yeah, he's not feeling great, and the team came out and said he's not feeling great, but he's not going to be on the inactive.
Yeah, he's got a real bad case of the scoots, but
he'll be fine.
Hey, the Atlanta Falcons finally told us who their other inactives are. Good for you. Oh. And no Darnell Mooney for the Falcons. That's the only one that matters.
Yeah. No Darnell Mooney. I still like that game a lot.
I do too.
CMC or Stevenson from Danny Finn's fan?
CMC.
Yeah.
No Trevor Penning today for the New Orleans Saints. No Chase Young. No Trey Palmer. Saints fans, T's and P's for what is about to happen to you today, because it's not going to be pretty.
It's going to be rough.
No Nick Herbig, Derek Harmon, or Andrus Peat for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It was a good time.
That only makes me like Justin Fields more today.
Yeah, I like that. Hey, we're having fun. It'll be a fun time.
All right, I think we have. I think we've done the Lord's work here. My voice has come back, left. It's been a lot of a day. Oh, is it sad that I'm wearing my college team shit to a bar for NFL football?
No, because your team is the Jets.
Yeah, and I mean I have an old Jets jersey that I could wear. I'm not gonna.
Well, what we need is the Go 68 Yourself T-shirts. And
No
it's
doubt.
free to say shit, pull over, so you're good to go.
No doubt.
That's what we need. But yeah. appreciate you for jumping in with me on this. I'll be
For
back
sure.
next week doing this per usual. I'll be live every Sunday, as far as I can tell. I don't have any plans except to sit here, give you fantasy football advice. I may have some friends jump in. Jeremy may be available.
I will be.
We may get Tank Cankerous back.
I will be available for every Sunday, at least for 30 minutes, an hour, except for this one. This one I will be back in transit to Asheville, and I don't. Well, I mean, we could do a from the phone setup. The only problem is that I'm coming back in a shuttle bus, so I may be plastered.
Yeah, we'll do that. I will also be live Wednesday with Stone Sports, talking all the other things and some football. Don't forget to check that out. Alex G with a quick last question, if you don't mind. Pick 2: Judy, Hubbard, Henderson, PPR.
The 2 H's, Hubbard and Henderson.
Yes, sir.
Jerry Judy's going to be tough for me. Not because I don't like him, not even because I think Flacco is going to be that big of a detriment to him. I just see him getting double covered constantly. Because who else are you worried about? There's nobody else on that team that you're worried about.
Yeah, I love it.
And until they prove they can run the ball, yikes. I don't think you have to stack the box against them. I don't think you're going to get those sweet one-on-one matchups. I don't like Jerry Jeudy. I understand why somebody else does. He's a great route runner, and he's really all they have.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Go follow Great North Sports, David. Your handles are what?
It's at Sportsocracy GN on the X and on the Instagram, the Instantgram. It's Sportsocracy GN. So,
and follow you can follow me on the X at ESPN Draft Nerd. I will be saying trolly shit there because that's what I do. But it's trolly shit that I believe. Kind of like, hey, you remember that resurgence of Florida football we had? That lasted a week.
Yeah.
And I think we all know who the best team in Florida is. It's mine. It's my team. For now. I mean, they beat a cooking school. Who gives a shit? But they scored 77 points, and I enjoyed every second of it.
Hell yeah, they did.
Good luck today, AC. I think you're going to get a good win today. I'm hoping that my Jets do. My wife is a Steelers fan, so if we lose today, gonna be a long damn day.
Yeah. Appreciate everybody jumping in. We'll see you later.